What have you got me doing? Blimey, that's hot.
Lovely people, we are joined today by the one and only Sir Ed Davey. Now, we are going to have some hot sauces while we chat today.
I love my curries.
You love your curries. Well, we are going to test you today. We're going to start nice and easy. The questions are going to start nice and easy, and we're going to get spicier as we go.
Oh, I like it. Mild with a kick.
Oh, a nice kick. Oh, it grows. Round one, you wait. Round one is quickfire policy. These are all questions that our audience has asked. Gody 18 asks VAT on private schools, yes or no?
I post it.
You opposed it?
Yeah.
Emma asked family farm tax.
Oh, that's a bad idea. What you want to do is hit the people who are really avoiding the tax, the Clarksons of this world. But you shouldn't be breaking up ordinary family farms. It's wrong.
Cameron wants to know about student tuition fees.
I think if we're going to help students who are struggling at university, we need to target the money on those from more disadvantaged backgrounds. So we've always been advocates for grants, and we introduced much better grants. Fortunately, the Conservatives got rid of them. If we're going to improve and help students, I think that's the way forward.
Tiana, 2-child benefit cap. Stay or go?
Should go. I think it's less hot.
It's less hot.
Yeah, there's a bit of kick, but it's not as fierce as the lemon drizzle.
No.
I think we've got to change those around, for your next victim.
When my son was in year 7, Alfred was in year 7, he was doing politics at school, and they were talking about a Liberal Labour coalition. And he said, Dad, that sounds great. You'll have all the stunts of the Liberal Democrats and all Labour's policies. He was delighted by the idea.
He's a good comedian, your son.
What would you say to him? Are you a stunt party?
Well, first of all, I think stunts are great fun.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's the bungee jumping, the paddle balls, anything in a wetsuit. And you know what it does? It makes people focus on actually what we're going to say. I spoke more about some of our policies, whether it's policies on mental health, policies on the environment and tackling sewage, because I did the stunts.
Yes.
So actually, you get the stunts and policies with the Liberal
But
Democrats.
do you? Because I know that all of your stunts were very firmly linked to real, genuine policy. I know that. I follow it closely. I'm interested in both. The people I speak to don't know that. They see the stunts because they just see it on the TV, or they don't hear the message. Is it reaching those people doing those stunts?
Well, to be honest, the response we had from the public, maybe not from your son, I'm gonna have a special stunt for your son, but was really good. They really enjoyed them. They thought it was engaging with them. And here's a serious point, if you don't mind me saying. Liberal Democrats have well thought through policies.
Yeah.
We do the analysis, we do the evidence. And that's okay. Politics needs to talk to the head, but it also needs to talk to the heart. And my worry is the hard right, whether Conservatives or Reform, or people like Donald Trump, they don't talk to the head because they haven't got very good policies, but they talk to the heart in terms of fear, anxiety, scaring people, prejudice. And I want to be a party that, yes, talks to the head, but also the heart, by making people laugh, by engaging them, by telling real stories. And at the general election, we had the video of my son, who was severely disabled.
Yes.
I talked about care, and that made a few people shed a tear. And so I think, if you are a believer in a fairer society, you need to show that you can do. You've got people's hearts at the top of your mind.
Are you still damaged by the coalition?
It actually doesn't come up on the doorstep.
Yeah.
People worry more about the disaster of Brexit. They worry about their local health service. They worry about climate change. These are issues that people talk to us about, and where I think we've got a really strong message.
James asks, is the next election a race between you and the Conservatives for 4th and 5th place?
No, it's between us and Reform to show who's got the change Britain needs. So Farage is saying, you need to change stuff, and he wants us to be like Trump's America. He wants to suck up to Putin. He likes all these tech billionaires like Musk. We've got a different form of change.
He would dispute a lot of what you've just said, especially liking Musk. He talks about how he's falling out with Musk all the time at the moment. But I take the point. The point.
I've seen the pictures, right? He's close to Musk and he loves Donald Trump. Liberal Democrats have a different change offer, if you like. We believe in traditional British values. We're really proud of our country, but we want to change things for the better. The cost of living is a massive issue. We've got policies to reduce people's energy bills through investment in renewables. We've got policies to make sure people get the care they need, get the health services they need. We've got policies that actually think that climate change is a real issue, unlike Mr. Farage, and that you can tackle it. We want to rebuild our relationship with Europe. We want more action on things like Gaza. These are issues that I think lots of people share our approach to changing our world and fixing the problems, and they don't like Farage's.
There's certainly people who do and people who don't. Like,
No,
people
that's true.
support both sides. If lots of people do defect to reform over time, as it looks like that's the way to save their seats, or they believe in it, or whatever, if they got more than 71 MPs, you'd have to squidge back in the House of Commons. That would be regrettable.
I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, you're right on one level. Let me give you something. The reform is becoming the retirement home for failed Conservative politicians. That's what we're seeing. And I think it's going to damage them, actually, because some of these Tory politicians who are going to reform caused the problem in the first place. So I'm not worried about that. Not worried at all.
Switching places, not going to happen.
Not gonna
Let's have a hot sauce.
Oh, great.
Yeah, this is the hottest of them all.
Super hot. That's hot. That's hotter than a vindaloo. That's more like a Paul chicken curry. That.
I've got two more questions for you. One.
I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do them.
One. Liberal Democrats abstained on Palestine Action. Mm-hmm. All the talk from Liberal Democrats, of being liberal, of being pro-justice in Gaza. Is it not a betrayal of that to abstain on that vote?
No, because the government cheated, because what they put in front of us was three organisations, including one called the Manic Murder.
Oh, they were horrid, yeah.
And the Russian imperialists, whatever. And they surely needed to be banned. So it was difficult for us because we didn't want those to get away with it. And so we abstained, even though we thought the proposal to prescribe Palestine Action was wrong. Clearly, it's a group that's caused criminal damage.
Oh, they're criminals.
And need to be punished, right? But the bar for prescribing them as a terrorist group was not reached in our view. And our Home Affairs spokesman, Lisa Smart, made that very clear. That was our position.
So what have you done since then to reverse it?
Well, we can't reverse it because the government are always going to get their way. Labour have got their way on it. What we've done is we've written to the Independent Reviewer of Terrorism Legislation, Jonathan Hill QC, because we think this is an abuse of the terrorism legislation and we want that changed so this can't happen again.
But Liberal Democrats have 71 MPs.
72.
There's you and 71 MPs.
Yeah.
Where are they? Like, you have a deputy leader, a very capable and eloquent deputy leader. She's on conference at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. You're hiding her. The only keynote speech is you. The public can't name very many, if any, other Liberal Democrats. You're a one-man band.
No, far from it. I mean, first of all, if you've got a Liberal Democrat MP, you'll know who they are. People are really proud to have a Liberal Democrat MP because they work so hard for their community. So we are everywhere. We're in Scotland, we're in Wales, we're across England, and we're representing people. And I'm really proud of that. When it comes to conference, aren't you up at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning? Surely you're going to see our Daisy Cooper, our brilliant deputy leader, make a great speech. We're not.
Do you think it's a prime time slot?
Well, it is for Liberal Democrat delegates who go to these conferences, and it's a conference, isn't it, for them? So it's a great spot. I mean, Daisy is very happy about it.
She gets out of the way, then she can hang out in the bars.
Oh, that's a slur on Daisy.
I don't. But no, the point
very
stands.
sociable, by the way.
I understand that you would know your local MP if they're a Liberal Democrat.
Yeah.
But the point stands that you are not.
I'm sweating.
Even Reform is less of a one-man band than you, because people can name the other Reform.
I can't. I tell you what, listen, if you go and talk to people in their communities, they can name Liberal Democrat MPs. They're getting more and more known. I mean, Callum Miller, our foreign affairs spokesperson, he's known in Oxfordshire, and he's increasingly getting known by people who care about Gaza and what's happening there. He's standing up to Netanyahu. He's calling for the release of the hostages, yes, but for food in. He's the sort of person I'm really proud of, as well as Daisy Cooper, as well as Lisa Smart, as well as Manila Rawson, as well as Helen Morgan.
I'm aware you can name them. You being able to name them isn't impressive.
Well, at least it's a starting point. I mean, the problem was, before the last election, we only had 11 MPs. Yeah. So in a year's time, we've gone, over this last sort of 15 months now, we've gone from 11 to 72. Yeah. That's a massive growth. We're now the largest third party for over 100 years. We have the best result for the Liberal Democrats or Liberal Party for over 100 years. Really proud of that, and I'm excited by that. And we're going to take Reform on. And I think people are going to be really surprised. My colleagues will become household names by the next election, and we're going to do much better than people think.
You've got some writing on your left hand, your left palm.
Yeah.
Is that something you want to remind? Is that something to remind you to tell us all something that's going on?
No, it says maniacs, and Russian to remind me.
To remind you of the two that were there.
Because they're quite scary people, and they needed to be prescribed. A bit weird, to be honest. But we stood up for, I think, those people who are concerned about what's happening in Gaza. And, you know, I've questioned the Prime Minister more than any other opposition party leader. I'm not going to the state banquet for Donald Trump. And the main reason is because Donald Trump is the only person in the world who can stop what's happening. He could ring up Prime Minister Netanyahu and say, stop the fighting, get the food in. He could ring up the Qatari government and the other Gulf governments and say, release the hostages.
He can.
So I want Liberal Democrats to champion that, and that makes us different, standing up for
But isn't the best way to deal with that to talk to him?
The thing is that these state banquets, you don't get to talk to them. The very best is shake their hand.
Yeah.
So the visiting head of state, you really don't get a chance. And by taking the stand that I have, that the Liberal Democrats have, it's getting talked about in the news. Because I was really worried that he'd come to our country, we'd talk about tariffs and trade and other stuff. We wouldn't talk about his responsibility. And I think we need to blame Donald Trump for allowing what's happening. He could stop it. He chooses not to. Let us as British people put pressure on him. And that's why I wanted to lead that.
Sir Ed Davey. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.